Hey Taurus, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your January 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. This is your energy in this video. I break them up into two videos for those of you that watch me. And this is your energy on the left, your twin's energy on the right. So this is your energy in this video. Thank you everyone so much for your likes, shares, subscribes. You guys have been amazing. Like, my channel has grown so much just within the past like month and a half of being on YouTube, and I couldn't do it without you, so thank you so much. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I am an intuitive reader, so if you see a tarot card and you understand it in a specific way and you understand traditional tarot, just know that I'm picking up intuitive messages that I'm relaying as well that may have nothing to do with that. I try to incorporate both. Also keep in mind, everybody learns tarot differently. There are thousands of books and readers out there that just everybody kind of has their own way of understanding it. So that's also part of how I read as well. So let's see. It is general, so if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. Check out your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Sometimes those will resonate better. Venus especially, because we are talking about love here with twin flames. What else? Also, I don't just do twin flame readings, I do everything. So if you're interested in a personal reading and this doesn't resonate, or it does and you want a personal reading, the information to my website is in the description box below, and you can find my rates and information about how to book me down there. Let's see what else. I'm sorry that the readings are a little delayed. I wanted to get them out early this month, but I ended up in the emergency room on New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. So that was super not fun. Taurus, you guys have been amazing. Like, I want to shout you out like way more. The love that you show for my channel is awesome. So I'm going to do a bonus reading for you guys this month. If we can get some good amount of likes on this video, a good amount of views, like, you know, your likes, your shares, your comments, stuff like that. Like, if you guys show me just as much love as you did last month, I will give you a bonus reading. So I'm looking forward to see if y'all can keep up, and I'm loving it. Like, you guys are one of my top viewers, so thank you. And I think the reason is because I know so many Taurus, like my best friend, my mother, my son, like literally, like Taurus is all around me, and I have Taurus in my chart too. So you guys are amazing, and I'm so glad that you connect with my channel, and thank you so much for that. That's really been awesome. So yay for you guys. Let's see what else. If the roles are reversed, take it that way. Sometimes the energy is coming in and there's so much of it, and that does happen. So if they do reverse it, make it fit. If it fits that way, if you're like, that's not me, that's my twin, that's completely fine. That does happen. So keep that in mind as well. So let's see here, guys. Let's get into your reading here. I'm going to go ahead and clear out the energy. And if you're wearing headphones, you might want to take them off. I'm going to chime my chime here, or ding my chime, whatever. And sometimes it gets a little loud. All right. Fantastic. Okay, let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, so we have astrological cards. For those of you who watch my videos, you know how I let Spirit help me take two of these cards. If the sign that you're dealing with does not come out, it doesn't mean that that's not your twin, or this reading can't be for you. It just means that that sign may specifically resonate more with if you have a twin that is that sign. So it doesn't mean that this reading isn't for you. It just means that it could be more relevant for those that the signs do come out for. Okay? All right, let's get that started. Who is Taurus's twin? Who is Taurus's twin? is Taurus's twin? Who is Taurus's twin? Who could Taurus's twin be? Almost. Cards want to come out. I know you do. Ah, way too many. All right, who is Taurus's twin? Who is Taurus's twin? Yeah, they're trying to fall right out. Sorry, y'all. We'll get one playing soon, I'm sure. Come on, Spirit. One or two. Okay. Here's one. Fill on the floor. We have Gemini. And Leo. That just flipped right over in my hand. All right. Leo or Gemini? Okay, Taurus. Okay. Mutual energy between you and your twin is the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling like here is there's a lot of collaboration. There's a lot of teamwork. There's wanting to work together here. It's a very good energy. It's not the Two of Pentacles energy, which is kind of more juggling or kind of picking between two things. It's kind of, it's not exactly balanced, but they're trying to make it work. So it's like these three people. So you also may have children. For some of you, it is mutual energy, so keep that in mind. One or both of you may have children. If you don't, it doesn't matter. It's just literally working together, wanting to work together, or wanting to work on this connection is what I'm hearing. So that's interesting. Fantastic. And I clarify all the tarot cards at the end. So the first card we have is Rebellion. Upstart, tumult, and revolution. So you may be feeling very rebellious at this time. You may be feeling very irritated, very angry, very even vindictive for some of you. This doesn't have to be, but it's a rebellious energy. It's kind of trying to rock the boat. Maybe there's something that you have to say that this person just screams at, like from the card, that they just have some anger and they have some sadness and they have some real issues that they're kind of like, that's bubbling below the surface. So for some of you, Taurus, you have some real emotions that are just kind of like under the surface that are just waiting to be expressed here. And for some of you, they just may come out harshly. Maybe you're trying to keep it under control is what I'm feeling for this card here. So for some of you, you're trying to keep your emotions under wraps. But I think based on this person's expression, it's almost like your face may be giving it away, or your actions may be giving it away, or you may just, people could really just see it, like when your nostrils flare type of thing, because you are a bull. So keep that in mind. That could just be an energy that you're in. And this is revolution, but I kept hearing rebellion. So for some reason, it's like a revolution, I guess, can be a type of rebellion, depending on how you look at it. So maybe just trying to start something new as well, or you want to try something new or do something new, or you're just tired of the same old, same old. Next card we have is Journey. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Yes, it's trying to get you to really look at your accomplishments and be proud of yourself for how far you've come on this journey. This twin flame journey is not easy, as most of you know. So, you know, it's like give yourself a pat on the back, like you're doing good, you're doing amazing. And don't worry about how much longer it takes or where you're going, like how much longer you have. Just be more present in the moment and realize, like looking back, you've come so far, and acknowledging that. Yeah, and you will find help in unexpected places. So maybe there's things that you didn't, or people you didn't know that support you, that really, maybe when you finally talk to somebody about this journey, that you're like, they're so supportive and you didn't think they would be, or understanding. And so you are finding that there are others out there that are willing to help you, or you're finding a community of people who are willing to, or not willing, but who are loving and giving and understanding, and that you didn't think they would even help or even understand. And really that's saying you do have those resources somewhere around you. Next card you have is Shooting Star and Confirmation. Okay, so this is a new deck, and we have had this before. Let me go ahead and get kind of an overview of the Shooting Star here. I kind of see it as, you know, you're looking for a sign here. This is a magical moment. The universe is poised to respond to your wishes, and this card has turned up to confirm that it is so. You have felt this for a while, but haven't fully allowed yourself to believe it. But it's time to trust your feelings and know that all is perfectly fine. In fact, it is better than fine. You are truly blessed with heightened manifestation abilities right now, so take this opportunity to bring about all that you desire. Ride the shooting star through the cosmos, fill up on mystical stardust, and know that whatever you wish for at this time will be granted. Oh, that's beautiful, you guys. Upon a star my wishes soar, of magic, love, and even more. For now my dreams will truly grow. I know, for this card tells me so. Yeah, I haven't actually read from the book for this card. I just intuitively did it for one of the other readings. Your focus and positivity bring you good fortune. All you have hoped for is about to be realized. Keep your thoughts positive, for your manifestation abilities are strong and can turn the outcome either way. Be careful what you wish for. Wow, okay. So the ancient Babylonians looked up to the stars in the sky for omens, and shooting stars are thought to be gods watching us. The shooting star has been seen through the ages as an omen of magical confirmation. Today, when we look at the night skies and see a shooting star, we say it brings us good luck. Seeing a shooting star is a confirmation that you're coming close to your chosen destiny. Make a wish. Yeah, so if you see a shooting star, do just that. Make a wish. Your manifestation abilities are so strong right now, so I highly recommend YouTube videos. So if you're trying to manifest your twin into your life, and you've done all the work and you're prepared for that, and you know you're getting closer and closer to union or your twin or whatever you're looking to manifest, you can look up those videos. They have videos for everything. They have videos for manifesting abundance. They have videos for manifesting almost anything. So it's telling you right now that you have heightened abilities, and to tap into those, and to that you know what you're wishing for is about to come true, and that is so magical. I'm so happy for you guys. Like, wow. Lessons here. Yes, you guys have learned the lessons. Spirit is telling you that you're learning the lessons, or you have learned these lessons, and that is why we have like another star kind of here coming, or this light, this divine light coming out of this book. So the knowledge is there. So Spirit is confirming that, you know, you are learning those lessons. You are taking those lessons to heart, that you are supposed to learn, those karmic lessons, whatever it may be in your life, and now you're putting them to good use. And now that you've learned the lessons, you can now manifest and journey forward, and you can now make your dreams come true. And so if you haven't gotten to this point yet, or you're not sure on this path of your journey, it may still be saying that for some of you that you do have some more lessons to learn, but that, you know, Spirit is confirming that you're on the right path. So whatever you see as omens, especially that shooting star here, that's showing that you're on the right path. So if you see that with your twin, or with another person, or when you're thinking of something, or when and just make a wish, you know, your wishes are sure to be granted here with this heightened ability to manifest. Next card we have is the Two of Swords. And normally it's upright. It's like a decision needs to be made. Reversed, I'm seeing this as a delay to the decision, possibly. But for some of you, you have made a decision. I'm not sure yet about what it is, because I haven't clarified these tarot cards yet, like I do at the end. But it's some type of head over heart decision that you have to make here. So it's possible that for some of you a decision was already made. I see it two ways, even though it's reversed. I see it as some of you still delaying making a decision. For others of you, a decision has been made and it's brought some clarity. And we'll clarify that and find out what it has to do with. And maybe it's because you now are taking you're looking at things in a logical manner instead of a more emotional manner here as well. And maybe it's like you now are able to make a decision based on logic and not on feelings, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter how you make the decision. For some of us, logic can take over because we are kind of looking for more of a common sense type of decision-making process. Next card we have, it is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. Yeah. So for some of you, again, there's separation here. These two people are sitting at two different trees. So, you know, you're just acknowledging that it is better to have loved and to have lost than to have never loved at all. So yeah, there could be a decision about a relationship here as well that was made, that may be a breakup possibly, but, it could be just you and your twin are in separation, but you know, Spirit's telling you that it is better to have loved and lost than to have never even taken the chance at all. Message for your twin was that you have to give them, lying was just easier for me than telling the truth. Okay. So there may have been some lies in this connection that you told to your twin, and for you it seemed easier than acknowledging what the truth of the situation was. But maybe you've learned your lesson about that. Maybe you've learned that that wasn't the best way to go about things, but it was kind of the way that you operated at the time with what information you had. So that's what I'm getting for some of you. Not that lying's okay, just that it was the first line of defense. Next card we have is hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. Yeah, exactly. This is just reconfirming that there's hope in this situation, that you can get your wish, and you're anticipating this. So that's really, really beautiful. And there are bright prospects and things around you that are, that, you know, it may be that there's ghosts of the past, that it's like letting go of those things and realizing that there's hope for the future and anticipating something new, and a new prospect, and wishing for something specifically. And we have that heightened manifestation here. So, and the shooting star. Next card we have is creation. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. Yeah, so be very careful about your thoughts, your words, and your actions, because they will all manifest in some way. So immediately what I do for myself is when I start getting into that negative headspace and I start thinking in a negative manner, even before I'm even done thinking that self-defeating thought, or that negative thought, is I cut it off as I'm thinking it. And I'm like, no, turn that around, stop that thinking, no. And I change it to the opposite. So if it's like, oh, that's never going to happen, I change that around and I go, oh, no, that can definitely happen. That could happen. That will happen type of energy. And it's telling you that your thoughts and your words will shape your future. So to be very careful with those, because manifestation is all about that as well. So whatever you think, whatever you feel, whatever you speak, they become your reality. Next card is Augur, Mastery. Yeah, we've gotten this in quite a few readings this month. So what it's showing to me is that you now learn the lessons. You're now manifesting. You're now meditating. You're now becoming more aware of your intuition and your spiritual abilities here, and that you're really taking the time to self-care and to work on your craft, whatever that is. So that's really, really beautiful, you guys. That's awesome. Next card we have is refocus. Okay, so you're maybe having a hard time refocusing. It could also be that for some of you, if you are in school and you're having to like read books, obviously textbooks and things like that, that it's like you're losing focus like as you're reading. And it's telling you when that happens to stop what you're doing, go do something else for 5-10 minutes, whatever, regroup, refocus, or get your focus back and to come back to it. I find that if I'm reading the same sentence like 2-3 times in my books for my masters, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like my ex used to tell me, he was like, yeah, just take a break. And he was right. I needed to just take a break. I needed to just realize that my brain wasn't able to focus. So if you are in school and you are taking courses right now, it's telling you that you may be having a hard time focusing on your lessons. And so just take a break. Or get out in nature here. Like we see this girl riding a horse, man. Go out, horseback riding or something. Just kind of clear your mind so that you can focus on what you need to focus on. And what else does that have to do with? Okay, yeah. Because it's causing a lot of stress. It's the 9 of Swords. So this is stress, anxiety, fears. This is being up at night. So this is really stressing. But this is coming out of that. So if you can refocus away from your fears, away from the stress, and find a way to kind of work through this and master this energy and turn it into something positive, that you'd be doing so much better. And I see that you're starting to do that here. That's definitely for some of you. You're already starting to come out of that, and that's what Spirit's telling you to try and do as well. And that, try not to be so hard on yourself is what I'm hearing as well. Like your expectations are almost impossible for what you can do at this time. And so just let up on yourself. So it's like, oh crap, maybe that assignment is later. Maybe I'm getting a B instead of an A. It's telling you to stop being so hard on yourself, that you're doing great, that you are doing fine. So don't worry about that. Next card is, if each time I thought of you were a flower, I could walk in my garden forever. Yeah, so your twin thinks of you continuous. Taurus, you think of your twin continuously, and they think of you, and if for every time you thought of them, you would have a garden of roses, a field of roses, because that's how much you think about them. That's how much you love them. Twin flame message you have for your twin: I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. Could be from this line, could be just in general. For some of you, it's just that you're not sure how to fix this connection right now, but I see you guys are focusing on yourself, which is exactly what Spirit wants you to do right now, and creating something. Also just kind of meditating, releasing some stress, making decisions, focusing. Also, some of you, this other message came through for the refocus in the lessons, is focusing more on, some of you may need to focus more on learning, on taking courses, and they're telling you maybe to go back to school as well. And if some of you are thinking about that, they're saying do it. Go back to school, get that degree, or take those courses. Or even if you just want to take a course for fun, Spirit's like, yeah, focus on that. That's okay. Next card we have is Enlightenment, Inspiration, Epiphany, and Innovation. Yeah, so you may eventually come to some epiphany, some wow type of moment. And also here it's talking about inspiration and innovation. You guys may be feeling a lack of that, but Spirit is telling you that you will find some type of epiphany by going within, by manifesting, by wishing, by mastering, by learning something. So yeah, that's beautiful. And we have strength. You have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Wow, that's magical. So for some of you, you may have a spirit animal of a hummingbird, which was for the creation here. Some of you, it is a polar bear here. Very beautiful. So for those of you that really resonate with that, what I'm seeing here is that, and even if you don't, it's still talking about strength here. When we think about a polar bear, they have a thick skin. They can weather anything. They can they push on. They're kind of like a very in like the Lenormand type of decks. They kind of push through blockades. They're very strong animals. So it's telling you you have this strength, so you can endure it, to keep going. Keep going. Ooh, feathers. All right, next card is feathers and a message. So your spirit guides are trying to Sorry guys, my video froze. So your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, and they are doing this through feathers. Some of you it may be coins, but for the majority of what I'm seeing here, it is feathers. So if you're finding them inside your home, or sorry, that's my coffee maker. So if you're finding them inside your home, on the floor where you don't have birds, or birds have never been, and there's no way, and it's just like you're, you know, walking along and you see a feather on the ground, they're trying to show you you're on the right path. And let me get some more information on that too, and see what, it's Divination of the Ancients that I'm using. It's a newer deck here, so let's see what they say about feathers. When you ask for guidance, Spirit responds without fail. The universe has been sending you messages in reply to your questions. Okay, awesome. But you have blocked your ability to notice them. You may have been hoping for guidance for so long that you are focusing on the asking rather than on receiving a reply. Ask yourself this: are you really wanting an answer? If yes, then start to become aware of the replies that come to you from Spirit. Keep vigilant, for the answers come in many different forms. Is an overheard conversation relevant to your question? As a song playing on the radio? In words spoken by a friend, or in other ways, including the sight of a beautiful feather falling in your path? Right, yeah. So if you've been asking, Spirit is answering your questions, and this is how they're doing it. Upon the wind, whispers ride. Messages on feathers fall far and wide. Signals come in form and sound. I see answers all around. Your prayers are being answered. Yes, we see that here with the hope, with the shooting star. Wow, this is amazing. The answers are all around you. A past loved one, spirit guide, even an angel, whichever form you are drawn to the most, has a message for you for your highest good. Watch carefully for nature's delivery of messages from the spirit world. That's magical. Okay. So Greeks traditionally considered feathers, their colors and shapes, and how they fell as clues about the future. So if you see a specific color of a feather, I would look that up as well and see what that relates to. For instance, a white feather falling in front of you meant the gods were on your side. Today, a white feather symbolizes an angel or a loved one in the spirit world trying to connect with you. It's important that you don't step over a feather, for it may indicate you are willfully choosing to ignore the sound and loving guidance awaiting you. It may be then sometime before such help comes your way so easily again. Okay. Oh, it may be then sometime before such help comes your way so easily again. Okay, so they're really trying to communicate with you. So for those of you that resonate with this, they're really trying to communicate with you. Your spirit guides are really trying to communicate with you. So if you're asking questions, they are answering you in the form of feathers. They are answering you in the form of songs, and like they said, overheard conversations. So pay attention. They're there, and you're getting the answers. You may not like what you hear or see, but it is the truth. And your spirit guides, your angels, things like that, past over loved ones are trying to give that information to you. So, all right, the next card we have is forgiveness. Okay, maybe that's one of the messages you're receiving here too, is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what you did in this connection if you feel that you have done something wrong. Or forgive your twin or whoever it is that needs it. It doesn't mean that what they did was okay. Forgiveness is not about them, it's about you. It's about releasing yourself. What is it, that old adage where you drink poison and you expect the other person to get poisoned? It's never going to happen. So forgiveness, and it wants you to refocus on forgiveness. Let me let my dog in. She's barking. Get your butt in here. My pretty kitty's outside and she looks so cute in the grass. She's so pretty. Okay, all right. All right, then we have death. Okay, but have it reversed. So it's like hanging on to something here. Maybe hanging on to some old fears or anxiety, or not willing to let go of someone or something. We'll get some clarification on that here too. And again, it's that forgiveness. It's not willing to forgive. Now, you know, Taurus, I love you guys, but as you know, I'm a stubborn sign myself. So I am saying this with love, so understand that. But Taurus, they're not the most forgiving people. And I understand that, like, I'm not a very forgiving person myself, but I've had to learn that within this journey that, you know, and within my life, it's just, let the little things go. Forgive those that have harmed you. You don't even have to tell them. You can just tell the universe. You can let go of that and release it lovingly out there. And it will help you on this journey. Spirit is really trying to get you to let go of that. It's really trying to have you let go of some past hurts. Forgive yourself as well. Like, you're doing the best you can, and they really, really need you to do that. So working within that energy will help you guys so much, I promise. Okay, next card. Within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again. So this card is kind of like this in and out. So maybe you were in and out of your twin's life, or they were in and out of yours for some of you. So they're expressing to you that, or you're expressing to them that you know that you can lose yourself in them, and that's where your home is. And without them, that you're learning and growing in ways that you never thought that you could before, but that you still want to go back to them. You still want to be lost in them again. You still miss them, and you're still thinking of them. That's beautiful. Next message is, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. So maybe your twin was telling you all along some things about this connection, or maybe they were just like, you know, you're a liar, whatever. I'm not saying, you know, that all of you were like that, but, or that maybe you messed up, and maybe you were unwilling at the time to even like come to this conclusion about this connection, or whether you wanted this connection or not. But you know that something about this, that your twin is right about something to do with your connection here. But you really do need to come to your own conclusions about it. Maybe that's why you're researching here, and you've had to learn some hard lessons. And they want you to refocus on forgiveness here as well. And so maybe you just have to come to your own conclusions about how you feel about the situation, and even if you want to continue on this journey, or how you want to approach your twin. So, so you're trying to do that in your own way. For some of us, it's that idea that, you know, sometimes people won't listen to us when we're like, do this, do that. Of course, you know, some people don't like to be bossed around, and that makes sense because it comes off kind of bossy, of course. And, you know, for y'all, I think it's just more of, you had, somebody was like telling you over and over and over again, you're like, okay, back off. Like, I get it. Fine. Like, whatever you're saying, great. I don't feel that way, or I don't know yet. So let me figure it out for myself, is what you've been trying to say to them. And so that's an energy that I'm feeling here. So, and that's fine. You know, we all have to come to our own conclusions in our own time. All right, y'all, let's get some energy here and see about some of these cards. So we're going to clarify the Three of Pentacles, the mutual energy first, and see what's going on there. Why do we have the Three of Pentacles here? The Tower. Okay. All right, so there may have been a tower moment between you and your twin. There may have been some foundation between the two of you that no longer could withstand something. It could also be, for some of you here, for some reason, I find that there could have been a decision that was made that brought in a tower moment for some of you. But the tower's not a bad thing. It's about rebuilding. It's about kind of a rebirth too. So it's like with an ending, then you can rebuild. And so if something's not built on a solid foundation, eventually it's going to come down, whether Spirit does it for you, or you make a decision, or someone makes a decision that creates that tower moment. So now that you've kind of gotten a new ability to eventually refocus here, it's almost like you're now willing to work together with your twin, possibly, for some of you. All right, now we have the Two of Swords reversed. Why do we have the Two of Swords reversed? Okay, sorry, too many cards here. Why do we have the Two of Swords reversed? Okay, yeah, it popped out twice. Okay, or maybe it's the King, but okay. So no longer offering something to this connection, no longer working on this connection. Possibly it could have been another relationship, doesn't have to be with your twin. I'm seeing you want to work together with your twin, and you want to work together now, possibly. So that maybe has changed. So this could be for another relationship or just a friendship. It's this Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy when it's upright, but this reversed is like there's an offer's not coming through, or something's not getting off the ground, and a decision was made to no longer put in the effort or the work. And it's possible that for some of you, it may have to do with school. Like you may have changed schools. You may have decided to change what you're going to study as well. It also could be realizing that you didn't have the finances set up for or the ability to receive financial aid, or something kind of got stuck in that area and didn't come, maybe financial aid didn't come through in time, or you didn't receive as much as you wanted to receive. And so for some of you, it's kind of put a kink in going back to school, or trying to figure out how to go back to school. All right, we've got the Nine of Swords reversed. Why is the Nine of Swords reversed? We have the Fool. Okay. So some of you are no longer taking a risk, which is actually a good thing. Maybe you're just kind of keeping to yourself, and you're trying to refocus on yourself, and you're no longer willing to take a risk in a new direction. And the reason being is because maybe in the past, this was the energy you were dealing with. And so you realize that by not taking a risk on something, you've now released yourself from this energy, this fear, this stress, anxiety, nightmares, you know, type of energy here. And so you're kind of, maybe you don't want to look foolish anymore too. Maybe you're just feeling like a fool. Maybe you were just stressing over this, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to take a risk on this anymore. I'm not willing to put any energy into this anymore. Or someone else wasn't willing to put in the energy, and you're just trying to refocus on yourself. And you know, that is like one of my main messages on my channel is about taking care of you first. It's almost like that message that we all receive in the airplane. They don't say put on your child's oxygen mask first. They say for you to put on yours first as the mother, father, adult, whatever, then take care of your child. Because if you're empty or you're not taken care of, how are you going to help your child or someone else? You know, whether it's a friend, a family member, etc. So it's almost like taking care of you, refocusing on you. And this, you just don't want to be foolish anymore. And maybe you thought this endeavor was foolish. Maybe you thought, you know, maybe I'm being foolish about something. Maybe you're being foolish about a decision you made. Or maybe you don't want to take a risk because you don't want to look foolish. All right, the next card we have is Death reversed. Why is Death reversed? And for some of you, it's forgiving yourself for feeling like, for feeling foolish or feeling like a fool. I can't exactly see what it is. It's possibly another relationship here. I'm not strongly seeing that, but it's almost like forgiving yourself or others for their foolishness as well. And so with Death reversed, we have the Page of Pentacles. So something wants to come to a close or needs to end, and you're hanging on to it because you feel like there's still friendship there. There's still this energy of a message coming through, normally good news, and maybe just, again, Page of Pentacles is kind of a student here. So it's like you may still be hanging on to this situation because you feel like there's still something that can be offered, or there's still some good news that might come out of this. So, or something like if you guys broke up, you can still be friends. So that's a beautiful energy here. So even if you broke up with your twin, it's saying that even with that, you could still work together. You could still be friends. You could still There could still be something small to be offered in this connection. It doesn't have to be loving and, you know, love anymore. It could just be, you know, friendship does have a type of love, but, you know, it just could be just a friendship, or, you know, just there's some good news that's going to come through here as well, as what I'm seeing for some of you. And so it may be a smaller offer than what you expected. It could be a smaller job offer for those of you that put out a job or looking for jobs. So that's definitely another energy that I'm feeling for you guys. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this all made sense, you guys. This is amazing. I really love the energy that you guys are in. This is so great. Like, I'm loving it. Like, you guys are doing so well. You know, you're really on this beautiful journey. You've got creation, you've got creativity, you've got strength, you've got these wishes that have been granted like 4 different times in this reading here is what I'm seeing, or 3 different times. It's just basically your manifestation abilities are on point. So that's fantastic, you guys. I am so proud of you. Fantastic. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right. So your last card is a fortune card, and I love this. This is like your fortune cookie when you eat Chinese. You and your twin have moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Yeah, so definitely. Could also be dealing with the Pisces. Got to put it out here for the moon card. The Fool, I think people see it as an Aries. Knight of Pentacles, I'm sorry, I didn't really say that. I see that more as your energy, but could be another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And with the Page of Pentacles, same Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Possibly younger than you as well. Or, you know, that type of energy, especially with the Page, could be children as well. It could be that for some of you, you're still trying to hang on to a situation because you have children, or you're still trying to make the best of a situation because you have children. And, you know, it could be with your twin. It could be with another relationship here as well that ended, and there may be children involved. But we have the Empress reversed. I put the deck down, and this is what came up here. So it's like telling you there's not growth, or there couldn't be growth in this situation. So it has to end. There was possibly a Tower moment, or will be a Tower moment, and a decision is made. But it doesn't mean that you guys still don't want to work together, or that there isn't something good coming out of it. Because I do feel like there are messages coming that are good. You know, Page of Pentacles is good, and there's a reason for that. So you still are holding on to hope, and you're still wishing, and there's still a ability to manifest the situation into a different direction. And it still may be positive, even if it is not exactly the way that we wanted it to work out. But Spirit is saying that your wishes will be granted. So I think that's what I'm going to title this video, Taurus, because I do feel that very strongly for you. So, all right, guys, take care, and I will see you for the next video for your twins energy. And if I don't see you, if you don't watch that video, I will see you for your February readings. Take care.